Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre on this Republic Day. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, as hundreds of women protesters try to enter the Shani temple in Maharashtra, defying a ban, the debate over faith and women intensifies. Should temples and mosques always be open for women? It's incredible that we're asking that question actually in this century, but we are, because today there were hundreds of women who tried to enter the famous Shani temple in Maharashtra's Ahmednagar but were detained by police. The confrontation there isn't the only one we're seeing in recent times. The Supreme Court has to decide soon on whether women can enter Kerala's famous Sabrimala temple, while the Bombay High Court is hearing a case filed by Muslim women who have been denied the right to enter the Haji Ali Dargah.
Determined but denied. 500 women stopped and detained by the Maharashtra police, 40 kilometers from the Shani Shingnapur temple. Women demanding their right to worship Lord Shani's idol, a right given only to men.
अरेस्ट कुछ बोला नहीं है, लेकिन उन्होंने जिस तरीके से हमें धक्का बुक्की की है वो बिल्कुल अच्छी नहीं कि हम शांति से जा रहे थे.
The Bhumata Brigade deliberately chose Republic Day to make a larger point, insisting that they too have the right to pray. This even as about 600 policemen were deployed inside and outside the temple to stop them from entering.
कारण की आमची जी रूढ परंपरा आहे, जी आमची जशी चालत आली तशीच आम्ही पाळणार ना पुढे.
मग महिलांना अध्यक्षपद दिल्याची ती परंपरा तोडली गेली.
पुरुष पण नाही ना जात आमचे वरती आता.
काळानुरूप याच्यात बदल व्हायला हवा असं तुम्हाला नाही वाटत?
नाही आमचं याच्यात बदल होणार नाही.
The dramatic confrontation at the Shani temple is not an isolated case. The Bombay High Court is waiting to give an order after Muslim women challenged a ban against entry inside the Haji Ali Dargah. The High Court is waiting for the Supreme Court verdict on whether women can enter the Sabrimala temple after puberty. Supreme Court advocate K.V. Dhananjay will soon be approaching the Supreme Court on behalf of Muslim women whom he says approached him seeking entry into mosques.
Article 15 of the Constitution makes it very clear that the government cannot discriminate against women, and by principle, those who receive money from the government are also forbidden from discriminating against women. The Quran nowhere forbids women from entering the mosques. In fact, the Prophet Muhammad himself had encouraged women to enter into the mosques and participate in the congregations.
As many women in the 21st century look to assert their rights, tired of being considered inferior or unclean when they practice their religion, they know they are in for a tough fight. With Ankita Sinha, Maya Sharma for NDTV.
Well, joining us on the program tonight, Namita Bhandari, gender editor at the Mint newspaper. She joins us tonight from Mumbai. Senior journalist Rana Ayub joining us from Mumbai as well. Also Mufti Manzoor Ziai, the Islamic advisor of the Haji Ali Dargah, and advocate Virendra, the president of the Hindu Vindhya Parishad, who's also been opposing any sort of change to what have been rituals and traditions that have carried on for centuries, many say. Namita Bhandari, let me ask you first, what do you make of these headlines that we're now seeing in recent weeks and months, where more and more women seem to be speaking out against this kind of discrimination at places of worship, whether it's the petition in the Bombay High Court on Haji Ali, whether it's what we're seeing with Sabrimala and now with the Shani temple?
Absolutely, Nidhi. In fact, I should point out that I have been to the Shani Shingnapur temple in Ahmednagar back in the day when I was a cub reporter, and I'm talking about 1991. At that time, I do not remember entering the temple, but I clearly remember that there were no prohibitions on my movement. I was free to move around the village. I had gone to do an interesting feature story on the village, not really on the temple so much as on the village. At Haji Ali, women were allowed right inside the sanctum sanctorum until 2011. Then in 2012, suddenly they noticed that steel barricades had been put up. So when you say that centuries old of prohibition, I'm not sure. Sabrimala probably is different, where women have not traditionally been allowed.
Cases, yeah.
But in at least these two cases, women were allowed till recently.
So, as you put it in your column, the challenge is not so much to religion, but the control and interpretation of religion by men. That you're saying, and that you've argued in your column, is the key.
Absolutely.
No, so let me take that to advocate Virendra. Virendra ji, what is the reason that women are not allowed into the Shani temple? And I understand that there are also many women devotees who live near the temple today, who were also opposing the protesters and saying that they wanted to continue with the traditions. But what is that sort of logic based on? Why are women not allowed today if they were allowed earlier?
Yes. No, basically there are two separate things. One is the spiritual science behind that. Let us not go into that because that is a separate topic altogether. But at the same time, like she already said, women are not prohibited to enter into the temple. Women are not prohibited to take darshan, to prostrate before Lord Shani. The only thing is, right now, nobody is allowed to climb the stairs and reach to that the construction wherein the Lord Shani is, that the holy stone is placed. So the restriction is that much only. Whatever today that was happening, they were categorically saying that they are restricted darshan. It is not the case. In fact, two of the trustees of the temple trust board are women. And Maharashtra has a rich culture of female saints like Muktabai, like Janabai. So that is not an injustice meted out to women. There are two temples, different temples in India where males are prohibited on certain days and only females are allowed. So it is basically about spiritual science. It is not against women. It is a different story altogether. In fact, I would like to say here that under the Hindu succession law, if a son dies, his property will not go to the father, but it will go to his mother. So that much freedom is there in Hindu religion. The issue is being made a political issue.
Virendra ji, if you could enlighten us and briefly explain what is the spiritual science behind not allowing women near the idol at the Shani temple. I just want to understand what the reason is for it in very simple terms.
It cannot be told in simple terms because one will have to understand the terminology and some issues. Like I will tell you one thing. Omkar, chanting of Omkar generates lot of energy, lot of power. So if unless one is able to control it, his anger increases or his heat related problem increases. So these are some things which are spiritually proven. This is altogether a similar issue. Shanidev he is basically a graha, and if women reach close to him, then it is not good for women themselves. So that bar is there. It is not against women, I am saying. And darshan is not prohibited to anybody. In fact, I will go one step ahead. I will say this is a political controversy. This Trupti Desai and all that, they are Congress party people. Let them build 500 temples of Shanidev at their homes or where the Congress party has grabbed land.
I'll come to the political part.
So nobody is prohibiting Shanidev's worship.
Okay,
nobody is prohibiting.
This is for the benefit of women. That's what Virendra ji is saying. That if it is for the benefit of women that they are not allowed into the sanctum sanctorum and near the idol.
It's not sanctum sanctorium.
Okay,
it's
near the idol.
The construction. Darshan is for everybody. Darshan is not prohibited.
But they're not allowed near the idol.
And the prohibition right now, as of now, the prohibition is for men also.
Rana, we're hearing this, and how do you respond?
I mean, it's hilarious. Everything that you do in the name of religion is always to protect the women. So the garb of protecting the women, that you don't allow them inside the Shani temple, is the same as not allowing the women inside a dargah, because we are protecting them from the male gaze. I mean, it's amusing that on a day when we are celebrating the Constitution of India, women in India are fighting for the basic constitutional rights to worship. And this is across the board. The problem is not with religious texts. The problem is with the skewed interpretation by various heads of religion, self-appointed heads of religion, to impose their chauvinistic and ideas on women, so that you continue to oppress them. Today, the women that we see were kind of endorsing the fact in the Shani Shignapur area, who said that that they are right in not allowing women to go, are the kind of women who have for years and ages been told this, that this is a version of religion that has been sold to them. So what do you expect from them? It's not a woman versus woman fight. It is a fight of not allowing women a right, or giving them what is rightfully theirs. And you do it in the name, it has always been done, you do it in the name of protecting women. But you don't need to be protected.
No, Rana, you've lived in Mumbai for so long. So when, for instance, at the Haji Ali Dargah, there was suddenly this ban on women entering a part of the mosque, did that completely shock you? It happened just a few years ago and that case is now being fought in court.
Absolutely. I don't understand this entire rationale of women not entering the Dargah. I mean, Muslims across the world go to the Khana Kaaba, to the Makkah to perform Hajj. Men and women are found praying together. So what if the religious text, if the religion does not by itself ask women to not be a part of these rituals, who are these custodians of religion to not allow? I mean, this is bizarre. I have been going to Haji Ali Dargah. I've gone there very often, and it's bizarre if I'm not allowed to get inside and do what I feel like doing. I mean, as not just as religious exercise, but also as a spiritual exercise. Why am I not allowed to do what is rightfully my something that I need to do? Something that I need from a spiritual fulfillment.
Well, we have the advisor of the Haji Ali Dargah sitting there with you, and Rana and Mufti Saab, can you explain to us what changed in 2012 to bar women from going in?
मोहतरमा, सबसे पहले तो योम जमहूरिया की मुबारकबादियाँ आप सबको। आज जो मैंने अभी देखा है टीवी पर, उसमें हमने ये महसूस किया है कि यार जमहूरियत का तो गला घोटा जा रहा है। हमने हाजी अली दरगाह में मना नहीं किया है, हमने हाजी अली दरगाह पे मना नहीं किया है। हमने क्या रखा है? औरतों के हिफाजत के लिए, उनके तहफ़्फ़ुज़ फराहम करने के लिए हमने अंदर आने के लिए मना नहीं किया है। हमने तो कहा है भाई आ जाओ। आज आप जानती हैं कि हिंदुस्तान में हाजी अली दरगाह इतना फेमस दरगाह है कि उस दरगाह में मर्दों से ज्यादा जाने वाली औरतें हैं। हमने कहाँ मना रखा है? हमने कुरान और हदीस के हवाले सामने रखे हैं। कुरान क्या कहता है, हदीस क्या कहती है। इस्लाम के पास एक लॉ है। निधि, आप हमारी बहन सुन रही हैं कि हमारे पास एक लॉ है, कानून है, कानून के ज़ाब्ते के तहत हमारी बहनें चलती हैं तो यकीनन उनका तहफ़्फ़ुज़ फराहम होगा। हमने तो हाजी अली दरगाह पे औरतों के तहफ़्फ़ुज़ फराहम करने के लिए उन्हें एक अच्छा सा एरिया दिया है कि आप आएँ और यहाँ से ज़ियारत करें और दर्शन करें, अपनी दुआएं लें और चली जाएं। हमने तो आपको तहफ़्फ़ुज़ फराहम किया है, ना कि हमने आपके ऊपर ज़बरदस्ती की है। इस्लाम ज़बरदस्ती सिखाता नहीं है। इस्लाम ये कहता है कि यार आप इस तरीके से जियो जिस तरीके से जीने का हक है। लेकिन आज जो पुलिस ने बर्बरियत का शिकार किया है औरतों को, इसकी तो हम भरपूर मजम्मत करते हैं, भरपूर मजम्मत करते हैं। इसलिए भी मजम्मत करते हैं, ये औरतें मार खाने के लिए नहीं हैं, ये औरतें धक्का मुक्का करने के लिए नहीं है। आपने तारीख़ हिंद में देखा होगा कि कभी भी औरतों को मुसलमानों की दरगाहों पर या मस्जिदों में धक्के मार के नहीं भगाया गया है, बल्कि हमने उसे मशवरा दिया है कि तुम ना जाओ। अगर जाती हो तो नहीं जाती हो तो तुम्हारा दिल का मामला है।
ये बताइए, ये हमें मालूम है कि दरगाह के अंदर औरतें जा सकती हैं एंड दे कैन डू देयर प्रेयर्स, लेकिन जो सैंक्टम सैंक्टोरम में है, अभी वही केस बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट को अभी डिसाइड करना है, वहां पे मना क्यों किया है? आपने कहा औरत की हिफाजत की बात है, इसका क्या मतलब है? किसकी हिफाजत? कौन डिसाइड करता है कि क्या हिफाजत है?
यकीनन बहन है आप हमारी बहन है। जो आने वाली दरगाहों पर जो हमारी इस्लामी बहन है या जो भी जितने भी कम्युनिटी के लोग वहां पर पहुंचते हैं, हमारी जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि हमारी बहनों के साथ कोई छेड़छाड़ ना हो, हमारी बहनों को कोई गलत निगाह से ना देखे, हमारी बहनों के ऊपर कोई गलत उंगली ना उठाए। हमने इसे तहफ़्फ़ुज़ फराहम करने के लिए एक सेक्शन दे रखा है कि बहन आप यहां रहो, ताकि आप तो गलत नहीं करोगी लेकिन किसी की गलत निगाह पर पड़ेगी ये भी हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे। ये इस्लाम का शियार है मेरी बहन निधि।